boring.
You're missing out. You guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
I'm keeping it 99 right now. I pay right now $20 and I would screenshot anything that Angel Reese put up. She can do OnlyFans. I pay right now. I screenshot. I just need 1 month and space on the phone for screenshot. Oh, hey.
And just like that.
Hi.
I don't know what's going on. March Madness is living up to its name, and our brackets are barely holding on. Did the latest wave of upsets completely ruin our picks, or is there still hope for redemption for the Keep It 99 class? Check out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Well, right now we've been doing that. Welcome back to Keep It 99. It's Zelmae. Of course, I'm joined with the best in the Midwest on that mic. It is Uniqo, and of course, the judging one. It is Monray, and we are breaking down the absolute chaos in the 2026 NCAA Tournament. We go through our busted brackets, react to the most shocking upsets, predict who is actually going to cut down the nets. But sports never sleeps. We're also diving deep into the latest NFL offseason news, reacting to the biggest roster news, discussing what the future holds for the league's top contenders. Plus, with the NBA playoffs right around the corner, we break down the tightest races, the biggest threats in each conference, and what to expect as the regular season wraps up. Of course, again, I am joined with the best in the Midwest. It is the Uniqo Williams. How you doing there, Uniqo?
I'm doing well, man. I'm sorry for all those OnlyFans girls out there. Y'all lost the owner up there, but I'm sure that y'all gonna be in good hands in more ways than one. But
thank you, Uniqo. And of course, we have the judge himself, the one, the only. It is the Monray. How you doing there, Monray?
I'm here. I don't know what I've tuned in for, but I'm here.
We tuned in to talk about these busted brackets only. That's what we talking about. And this is our bracket. Y'all saw it last week. Shout out to Derpy for joining us last week and talking about the bracket as well as us. We're going to go over there and see what did we mess up, what did we think was wrong as we go through them rather quickly, because it's going to be a short show today. News is kind of lacking, but let's go through some stuff. First off, we got Duke versus Siena. 71-65, that almost busted everybody's bracket in the first hour of the whole tournament.
I ain't gonna hold you. If Duke would have lost, there wouldn't have been a bracket that survived, I don't think, in the world.
Just imagine the second game of the whole tournament, of the whole starting tournament. Everybody's bracket down.
There's somebody that works that goes to Siena that chose them. So I'm just throwing that out there.
They probably lost this first game because they picked Siena to beat Duke. They lost the first game. Then we messed up. We picked Ohio State to beat TCU, but TCU hit one of the many buzzer beaters.
Sad.
The bracket beaters, that's what it's called. The bracket beaters.
Well, it was an 8-9 matchup, and it was a close game as we expected. I just wish Ohio State played a little more defense at that time. We did pick St. John to beat Northern Iowa. And we picked Kansas to beat California Baptist. And then we went on to have Duke handle TCU in a much easier win that made me way more comfortable. Thank God, because I was worried about that. And then we picked St. John to beat Kansas. So look at us. Look at all that green right there. So now we got Duke and St. John coming out on the 27th. So I'm looking forward to that game on, I think that's Friday. Yeah, Friday.
That was a scary game.
Yeah, so we'll see how we did. We did beat Duke to beat St. John. As you know, we picked Duke to win. But on the west side, the first half of the west, let's continue the east. We picked USF to beat Louisville, and even without the star freshman, Louisville still persevered. Michigan State beat North Dakota State, which we thought was going to be an easy game. We picked UCLA to beat UCF, and we picked UConn to beat Furman. Why on earth couldn't everything be the East for us?
I mean, we did solid job.
Only thing we missed with USF.
And Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, we did miss Ohio State. Well,
but I mean, this is solid. This was a solid start.
So basically, we keep getting 3 out of 4.
Yeah, basically. And then, of course, like I said, even in this one, we picked Michigan State versus UConn. So we got the Final Four on that one right. We missed St. John. We got St. John right, too. So we got St. John. So we got the elite, the Sweet 16 right here for that side. So, hey, look, we did our job. Let's go to the West. Arizona, Long Island. We knew that game what it was going to be. We We picked Utah State as an upset over Villanova. So shout out to us.
Don't say it. Don't bring up these. Don't bring them up. Don't bring them up.
High Point beat Wisconsin in a thriller by 1
and
point.
There's the bracket beater right there.
Oh, God.
There's the one. That's the bracket beater right there.
By the way, I want to shout out Reynolds, the point guard. He played amazing in that loss to Arkansas. And it made that a very fun game to watch. I was in the theater room in my sister's house, and that was very fun. And it actually woke me up while I was asleep when Brazil dunked on High Point, and then the speakers just went crazy of them cheering, and I woke up out of my sleep. Still a fun game, but Arkansas beat Hawaii. We already talked about Arkansas beat High Point in a great game. We had Texas beat BYU. We picked BYU. You know, I thought Texas would win on my bracket, but I got upvoted. I'm just saying. And by the way, I picked the 5 versus 12, and I missed the Northern Iowa one on mine too, so that's my fault. I knew a 5 and 12 was going to win. I knew a 12 was going to win. It happened
Texas
to be Wisconsin.
Screwed us.
Yeah, but then we picked Gonzaga to beat Kennesaw State, but then Texas beat Gonzaga as well, which blew up our bracket. Which I think I had Gonzaga.
Yeah, that's the craziness right there. That's
I had Gonzaga losing to Purdue. So I got to at least not have them in the Final Four for my bracket.
Don't forget, y'all. Texas was a play-in team. Okay.
Well, that was it was like a kind of play-in. That was a higher seed play-in, which is weird now. Instead of having like 16, they just make the lower seeds play. That's interesting thing. But then we had Miami, who beat Missouri, which we picked Missouri to win. Miami beat them pretty handily, which was by far a mistake by us. Then we had Purdue. Of course, we said Purdue gonna win. We picked Purdue to win this. Then we picked only thing we had Purdue losing to Gonzaga, but Purdue is playing Texas, so Purdue has a chance to get in the Final Four here. Made a few mistakes on that one, but let's go to bracket.
Florida.
This bracket was looking good too. We got to the second round. As y'all can see on the South, the second round went almost all red. But the first round went all green. So we got Florida beating Prairie View. We had Iowa beating Clemson. We had Vanderbilt beating McNeese State. We had Nebraska beating Troy, which one of the bigger blowouts, which shocked me. We picked VCU to beat North Carolina. Again, they didn't have their guard, they star player.
Yep.
Finger problem. We kind of figured it. Illinois beat Penn, of course, we thought. We had St. Mary's. That was our 7-10 upset. We had 2 7-10s, and we missed that one. And then we had Houston. Of course, we think the defense on Houston was going to stall all these teams they played, which is why they're the only team we picked in the second round that won.
Like so far, you know,
like out of this whole bracket, the only one we got left in the South is Houston. So we root for Houston, right?
I mean, if we want to call it rooting for them, but
we literally missed everybody else. We picked Florida to beat Iowa. And Iowa won by 1. Great game, by the way. Nebraska beat Vanderbilt. Listen, I was going to root for Vandy no matter what. Nebraska didn't have a single black person on their team. I was offended by that. Not one. You can have a brother then. You can have Rudy at the end of the bench. You can have a black Rudy. Y'all couldn't.
My Lord.
Joe, they couldn't find a radio at the end of the
bench? Couldn't find nothing. Not even a water boy. Nothing.
Couldn't find Cuba Gooding Jr. to put him in the bench.
Nope.
Somebody. Yeah. We picked VCU to beat Illinois. Yeah. Which I don't know why, because I guess I underestimated Illinois. But I promise Illinois wasn't playing like that in the Big Ten tournament. I feel like they wouldn't. But like I said, we had Houston winning. So then we have playing on Thursday, Iowa versus Nebraska and Illinois versus Houston.
Big conferences representing right now. We got
Iowa. First round wasn't as good as us on this side. Yeah, the first round wasn't good enough for us this side. We had Michigan versus Howard. We got that right. We picked Georgia to beat St. Louis. That is we got that wrong because Georgia got obliterated.
They got smacked. They got smacked.
Then we had Akron to beat Texas Tech as our 5-12 upset because we had that one. We picked the wrong one.
Nope.
That's it.
Got that ass beat.
Alabama versus Hofstra, 90-70. We picked Alabama, of course. Tennessee, Miami, Ohio, we picked that right. Virginia, of course, we picked that right. Kentucky over Santa Clara. I didn't believe in Kentucky. and I shouldn't have because you see in the second round, Iowa State, who won in the first round, destroyed them. We thought Santa Clara would have did better. Tennessee over Virginia was a shock to me because we picked Virginia to go to the Elite Eight.
think we went pretty far with them, so yeah.
Yeah, we got them to the Elite Eight where they lose to Michigan. But Michigan's still a bad, but they play Alabama, who beat Texas Tech pretty handily. So it's going to be Michigan versus Alabama and Tennessee versus Iowa State. So we have Michigan still in the board for us on this side. We have Houston on that side. We have Duke, of course, and we have Arkansas. So our Final Four is basically still available. Yes. That's the main point we can get. If we pick the Final Four right. I saw Shannon Sharp and a lot of people believe in St. John's beating Duke this week. I saw a lot of people picking it as an upset. I don't think it's going to happen. What are y'all thoughts on the bracket?
Anything got an injury for Duke, a pretty heavy, significant injury. I don't think he's coming back.
That freaking government.
But it's one of them ones where get ready for the draft, bro. Just sit out.
Yeah.
So we picking Sweet 16 picks now?
Yeah, we're about to do that. If y'all know, he talking about Caleb Foster.
Caleb, yeah.
So, but we do got the Sweet 16. It's Duke versus St. John. We already picked Duke. So that's the game we just previous talking about. Anybody got?
I have bias, so I'm not picking against Duke. I don't care what happens.
No objection from me.
We still picking with it. Arizona, Arkansas. I still got Arkansas. A-Cup showed us again. Well, I think
you and this A-Cup
gave Arizona too good of a fight for me.
I think I went with Arizona. So I'm still gonna go Arizona. I think the ones make it, except for Florida.
I'll say Florida. Right?
I'm gonna be fair.
I'm sticking with Arkansas.
I'm gonna say Arizona only because I don't like how, even though you want to give Arkansas so much credit, they struggle to get rid of High Point. I'm not liking that as much.
I got a dude that just was crazy.
I mean, even still, that doesn't give me a lot of faith in Arkansas with that. I mean, even when they took out Hawaii, it wasn't. They took out Hawaii pretty easily, but then all of a sudden, like High Point, it was a struggle to beat High Point. That don't give me a lot of faith when Arizona,
the average 90 right now, so
mostly cruising. They're averaging 90 against a 13 seed and a 12 seed. That don't give me a lot of faith in you. That don't give me a lot of faith in you. So like I said, you want to tell them. I'm thinking Arizona, gives them a real challenge that I don't know if they're ready for.
Yeah, I agree. It's a one-band man in
Arkansas,
right?
I mean, yeah, he's the A-Cup bandwagon over there. We're talking about Zell. He's the A-Cup bandwagon.
Listen, I'm riding. My boys go 37. We riding with them.
Got to. He also scored 37 on High Point in Hawaii.
He been averaging what? I think he's been averaging almost 30 since the tournament started.
We in Sweet 16 now. Ain't no more lumps no more. Well, it's like 1 or 2.
A-Cup dropping buckets on Bryce James because he's gonna get in the game because he's getting him in foul trouble. All thing that scared, I ain't gonna lie, the thing that scared me, to be completely fair, I still think A-Cup gonna end up taking the game because again, Arizona is not like a high scoring team. So even if they do knock their defense down, they still have to score.
Well, I mean, they're not high scoring.
The thing that worried me though is that Arkansas's bigs are very weak. They are not strong.
They're not high scoring, but they can. I mean, they have scored 90 already. They just, last game they only needed 78. But it was a tougher opponent. They're not high scoring, but they can. If stuff go right. So I'm just like I said, basically,
I think A-Cup.
Basically, it's like A-Cup versus the team. Like, can you stop A-Cup from getting another 30 or something?
I mean, just think about Arkansas versus Hawaii. They got some decent scores out there. You got Malik Thomas with 21, A-Cup obviously with 24, and then Brazil gave you 19. I mean, you got some scores on that team.
Yeah, they can score.
It's not just A-Cup.
Like I said, one thing that worried me about them is they bigs are very weak, which is why I got Duke beating them, even if I'm on the A-Cup bandwagon, because Boo's are going to destroy them if
they're only 6 deep. They're only 6 deep as far as rotation and points, honestly, too. So, I mean, Arkansas, to have won that tournament and come back and then keep on playing the way they've been playing and keeping that steam, and only playing 6 deep, that's significant. They better stay out of foul trouble.
We'll see how it goes. You know, we have the A-Cup man over there, and we're believing in the Arizonas, so we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Next up, we got Texas versus Purdue. Listen, Texas doesn't shut me up too many times. You know, I think I picked them to go this far, but
man, I'm so damn stupid. I was looking at the minutes they played. No, I didn't. Never mind. That wasn't. Never mind. Anyway, what we doing? Okay, yeah.
Next up, Texas versus Purdue.
I'm riding with Purdue.
Like I want to ride, but I ain't gonna lie, Texas impressed me. Like they have impressed me to where they're actually able to rise to the level of their opponent, regardless of the seeding that they're in. I think Purdue actually might struggle with this. They might struggle with this. I'm gonna say Texas makes it to the Elite Eight. I'm gonna go crazy and say they make it. Even though Purdue is here, but I'm gonna say Texas gives Purdue all they can. I'm gonna say Texas upsets them. I'm going the upset.
I'll go Texas too. Let's do upset.
I'm going Purdue, but I'm telling you who really scary. That European on Texas, he's tough.
Yeah, I really like this Texas.
Their center, he's tough.
I picked them to go pretty far in my bracket too. I think I got them to stop at Purdue, but I'm going with them in this bracket since we here watching them play in the tournament. I'm going with Texas.
That center's
next up, we got Michigan State, UConn. We did pick UConn to beat Michigan State. Listen, they got Michigan State struggles to score, so I'm still going with UConn. But that athletic ball on a Michigan State team is fun to watch.
Still got Tom Izzo out there.
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close. Like
it's gonna be coaching at the end of the day.
I mean, because to be fair, UConn hasn't scored much either. Like it ain't like they've been on an offensive catastrophe since they didn't play in these last two games. Neither they just played really good defense the last game against UCLA, which UCLA missing somebody. I think they're still missing their top guy. So it's not surprising they was able to shut them down like that. But I do think this one might be the defensive battle. This might be a 69-66 kind of game. Like they might be really defensive in this game because neither one of them really gonna score. I ain't gonna say going to score, but haven't scored too much. Well, Michigan did put up 90, but that was against Dakota State, so I'm like, I think this might be really defensive.
I think Fears. I do like Fears from Michigan, who actually I found out he is broken like the Big Ten record for assists in like the tournament already for a single tournament.
I still go UConn.
He got like 34 in like 2 games assists, which is crazy.
I still ride with UConn, but that's still a trouble one.
27-30 for one of them. I can't remember which one. Y'all just know in the comment.
I definitely seen it being more of a strategy type of game with two celebrated like coaches. I just think that's what's going to happen. That's how it's going to come down. But I'm going with Michigan State just because I'm going to keep up with this big conference narrative right now.
So what we got? We got Duke versus UConn.
Duke. I don't care what you say.
I got Duke on it all, so
I'm going with Duke too. Arizona versus Texas.
Nah, if Texas actually gets past Purdue, then it'll be a miracle story. I still think Arizona will shut them down. Like Arizona can go if they can get past your boy, if they can get past your boy dropping 30. I don't see nobody on Texas that's gonna scare them. I think Arizona will shut that down.
Yeah, I think Arizona. If Arizona get past, oh boy, I do think they shut down Texas because the Cinderella story is midnight. It's over.
Man, I got a week to check you out too. I got a week to look at everything you got going on. So.
Yeah, so we got those games, the Thursday and Friday and the Saturday and Sunday game. Next up, we're going to the bottom of the bracket. We got Iowa versus Nebraska. I'm going Iowa simply, y'all know why. This might be the least amount of black people in history in a basketball game since Pat Riley played with Kentucky.
Nah, I picked Texas for one upset. But that was more of just like picking the upset. I legitimately think Iowa could get to top 8 straight up just because their travel that they've made it through, they had to beat the Clemson team. That was a 50-50 game. Outright put out last year. I mean, put out the former champs. Although it was a buzzer beater, bracket beater, however you want to look at it. Still, beating Florida is a significant thing. Like that's a number one ranked championship team that you was able to beat. I give respect to that. And Nebraska escaped from Vanderbilt. They escaped that game. So I'm just like, I'm gonna pick Iowa. Actually, I think it's gonna be a little crazy one, but I'm gonna pick Iowa. Let's go ahead and get some ugly ones in here.
Joe, what you say?
I mean, I'm going the exact opposite of Zelmae. I'm just going Nebraska because, come on, man, need a brother somewhere out there. I can't honor that right now. Not the sport of basketball, man. I can't honor it.
So you on Nebraska because they got all white people?
I thought you said I thought Iowa had all.
No, Nebraska had all white people. You learned in the group chat that you didn't see a single.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going with that. I'm sorry. I couldn't remember what I said in the group chat. Whichever one had all the white folk on it. I'm not. No offense to white folk, but that's uncanny because we saw what happened with the Pacers after the malice at the Palace. They had a majority white team, and yeah, lottery.
Yeah, so we got Iowa next. Next up, we got Illinois, Houston. I got Houston. Illinois keep trying to ruin my life.
Man, I think we had Houston getting there.
We had Houston going pretty far, but
watching Illinois though,
this is a coin flip game.
Grown men. I guess I'm sticking with the big narrative. Pause.
It's a coin flip game. It really is because both of them done destroyed their last two opponents, and so now it's just basically freaking unstoppable force meets impenetrable wall. I'm gonna go with our original pick in Houston, but this one's gonna be ugly.
Kind of trying to make.
I thought we could skate with VCU making it. They would make it easier, but
somebody gonna get exposed in this. This finna get ugly.
Listen, we're gonna disrespect Alabama. Michigan versus Alabama. Michigan.
I'm going Michigan.
I mean, I said Michigan from the start. I said they're gonna get ugly. Yeah, although Bama is showing the way they destroyed
Texas. Really had a close game yet. So
I was saying Alabama has shown with the way they outright destroyed Texas Tech that they are here to play. So Michigan might have their hands full in this game as well. But I am gonna pick Michigan. But they might have their hands full, but I'm gonna pick Michigan.
Next up, we got Tennessee, Iowa State.
Interesting, man. Iowa State surprised the hell out of me. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna ride with them.
I don't think they'd surprise me, but the one that surprised me was Tennessee beating Virginia. I think we had Virginia going pretty far. I didn't think Tennessee was going to be able to take them down. But like I said, I do think Iowa State. I don't like how they barely made it past Santa Clara, but I'm not gonna Santa Clara. I'm sorry. I didn't like this. No, they destroyed. I think
Kentucky still got a roster like that. Are they still
Tennessee
first round picks? Does Kentucky still have a great roster like they've had in the past?
No, Calipari left.
Oh,
so I said no. Like it wasn't really nothing for them to struggle with. It's just Iowa State ain't really been.
That's top, but they ain't like
Iowa State ain't really been challenged yet.
That was all American coming on his Arkansas team this year.
Iowa State ain't been challenged yet, but Tennessee beating Virginia was impressive. But I've already picked two upsets. I ain't gonna pick three, so Iowa State you can go.
I'm switching from Iowa State and I'm going to Tennessee because I'm on that because I really believed in Virginia for a second there. So yeah, I'm going with since Vandy got put out like the assholes that they are. I need a Tennessee team in there. Let me get Tennessee.
Next up, we got Minnesota. So we got Michigan, Tennessee.
I gotta go with Michigan.
In Michigan, because Michigan, Iowa State is going to be disgusting, possibly. So I'm picking Michigan. I had them all the way up to the finals, I believe. So yeah, I picked them.
Ride them.
Then we had Houston versus Iowa. Houston.
Oh yeah, if Iowa gets that far, I think that's going to be the end of their run. Look, they done been impressed with getting rid of Nebraska, Florida, and Clemson. But that would be me saying that number 9 Iowa will make it all the way to Final Four. I don't know if I'm that brave. I think Houston would. If Houston beats Illinois, I feel like they'll take out Iowa. If they can beat Illinois, they'll take out. Even though I said Iowa getting that last second win over Florida is something. But I do think if Houston is able to beat Illinois, they'll beat Iowa.
Yeah, I agree. Uniqo?
Houston. Nope. Keeping the narrative going. Big conference, baby. Let's go Iowa. I know we had Houston going places, but let me root for Iowa. Damn it, I'm just keeping it in my conference, man. That's where I'm at.
That's fair. That's fair.
Next
week we'll do our Final Four pick because that Final Four is April 4th.
So, and we'll see the rest of the destroyed brackets.
Yes.
We'll check in next week, y'all, with that one. Let us know who y'all like in the comments, though. Are we smoking or are we cooking?
Outside this, but we do have some NBA talk. We have been arguing lately about the MVP race, and Nick Wright has decided that on his show he would say Wemby is not a top 10 offensive player, so he can't be the best player in the league, and he can't be the MVP. So he made a list of the 10 players he thought was better than Wemby on offense. We'll go through the list, and we're going to see do we agree or don't agree with him on his list.
Nice of Stephen A. Smith to pull up on Nick Wright's show too.
Okay, I can't see it. You're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to just tell me who they are when you go through them.
First up, he got SGA, better offensive player than Wemby right now.
Offensive, yeah, that's fine.
I agree. Jokic, better offensive player than Wemby right now.
I agree.
Offensive, yeah.
Overall,
we have Luka next. Luka, the best offensive player in the league to me. So
yeah, right now Luka killing. So yeah.
So, family court.
Anthony Edwards, right now, a better offensive player than Wemby.
Yeah, I agree.
I give him a slight edge.
Slight edge.
Curry right now, a better offensive player than Wemby.
No.
Right now,
you said right now, bro. You said right now.
Right now he's hurt. So I don't think he's not.
You said right now.
Well,
no, he's not better.
When healthy, offensively, sure.
I don't even know how he's gonna look when he come back. So I don't even.
I'm just saying, healthy as far as we've seen him this season. Yeah, sure. Because I'm thinking pure offense, not the total package, which would be the defensive monster that Wemby is. Pure offense.
We're doing that. I don't even know why.
No, that's what I'm saying. Pure offense. Yeah, I can say Steph. Yeah, because I can see what.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Curry, Steph got a 3. Yes, he has handle, and sometimes he gets assists and hits random layups. Wemby is more of a threat offensively than Curry at this point in time.
He's not a better shooter.
No, I'm just saying, forget the shooting part, but I'm saying everything else Wemby gives you on offense is he gets easy buckets too. Let's not forget about the easy lobs, and let's not forget that, hell, he's got a few assists from lobbing the ball up to another 7-footer. So with that being said, I think
Wemby's not a better passer. He's not a better shooter. He doesn't have better handles. The main thing he can do is get to the goal because he's bigger.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him a better offensive player just because he can get to the goal because you're bigger.
I think that 7'6" gives him the edge over Curry.
In what way?
For being 7'6" versus somebody that's 6'3".
So that means he's slower also, right?
I wouldn't say that. Stride has a lot to do with it. This man can get to the...
He's slower.
Oh, no, Stride has everything to do with it. Titans, if you watch Attack on
Titans... Yeah, I'm talking about pre-injury. I ain't talking about now.
If you watch Attack on Titans, they look like they're moving slow, but they're gaining a lot of ground.
That is an anime. I'm talking about real life people.
Okay, in real life, if my legs are longer than yours, then I'm going to cover more ground than you. It takes
That's true over an extremely long distance. If I'm talking about in a half-court setting, Steph Curry is going to most of the time be faster than Wemby because he's going to have a quicker step off the dribble than Wemby was, because Wemby is bigger and taller.
This is where it gets interesting.
How many steps does it take for Wemby to get to the basket without fucking dribbling?
If I had to guess, I don't know, about 3, 4 maybe. If I got like a full lunge, 3, 4 to 3. I'll say about 4 to 5, something like that.
From half court, he can get there without traveling.
Half court?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe 7, 8, something like that. Maybe.
You smoking, bro? No, covers more ground. He's 7'6", bro.
Yeah. See that the thing about that, you're not gonna get a straight lane to the goal. Obviously, you're gonna have to go through and around people, which would hurt his break. Yes. Unless you're gonna get offensive fouls, you're not gonna bust through people. That's not how the league works.
I didn't say he was busting through people. I'm saying the way
whoa,
that he.
Whoa, Paul.
Really? Anyway, you can continue.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, but that don't even matter. The offensive threat that I'm worried about more is I'm going to be more worried. I'm going to game plan more for Wemby than freaking Curry running around hoping that he get the ball from running track all damn day till he gets open. Wemby makes
Doesn't
really
that make him more of a threat if he had to worry about him running around?
No, Wemby.
I mean, you're not gonna just let him run around. You scared as hell because if you get the ball wide open, it's automatic 3.
Wemby, it's because he shoots 100% from 3, right?
Shit, if he open,
He's just a great shooter, period.
But he shoots 100%, right?
If he open, he's damn near.
He shoots 70% from 3, right? I'll give you 70%. He shoots 70%.
If he wide open, if you don't chase him, he gonna hit it.
Okay.
How many times you seen Steph Curry miss a wide open 3?
And speaking of Steph Curry, Booker, go ahead, move on. Yes, he's better than Booker.
I kind of agree with this.
Because you put Booker and Curry, the small guy.
Offensively,
now, offensively, Booker. Now we can talk about some Wemby possibly being better than that. Now I'm with
the last guy, but that's all right.
Now I can get with that. Curry, no. But Booker, especially how streaky Booker ended up being sometimes. Yeah, I can rock with it.
Huh? Like 7 more minutes a game he played.
Wait, what I missed?
I said Wemby played like 7 less minutes than Booker and averaged only 1 less point.
Yeah, I said like Booker with how streaky Booker and being stuff. I can rock with Wemby possibly being better than that.
So Nick,
they the same player.
We don't agree with your top 10, but let's continue. Donovan Mitchell,
better. Again, 7'6", taking the cake on this.
7'6" does not matter if you can't shoot like that.
It's not a Shaq center, bro. He's not like that.
He also is not a shooting center. Wemby does not shoot like that. Like he's still a 7-foot tall center that primarily has to get a lot of his points in the free throw line. That's still his main game. He's not finna cross nobody and shake them like he's finna be Steph Curry or Chris Paul or some stuff like that.
Well,
he's not
finna hit a game winner shaking somebody. I mean, he did hit a game winning shot just a few weeks ago doing a hezzy dribble.
Oh no, I'm not knocking that he can do that. I'm saying like that's not his game. It's not the main thing of his offense is to do those kind of things. He's not a wing shooting guard. That's not Wemby. Wemby is still a 7'6" center that still operates at best when he's in the free throw line and be able to get close shots with his tall size and imposing will. That is still his main game. But and even with that, he's still growing in those levels because he's so young. This is his 3rd year in the league. So to say like, okay, you're 7'6" and you're automatically no, that's not how it works. That's just not how that works. That's why I'm so confused. Like that's not how that goes. Wemby don't do that.
Is 35% from 3? Is that bad?
No, it's about what league average. A little bit less. A little bit more. A little bit less.
So not only can I do that to you, not only can I step out there. As soon as somebody throw the ball up, I don't even have to jump half the time, and I'm getting the ball.
Monray.
Mm-hmm.
He shoots a better 3-point percentage than Devin Booker.
Oh, I said like I could rock with him being better than Booker. I said I could rock with it.
I'm just saying he just shoots a better 3-point percentage. Booker's 32%. It's shocking me better.
And I don't know what with Booker. Right, Booker done got so streaky within recent years that I don't really know what's going on with his. I don't know what's going on with Booker in his game. Like he used to be really consistently great offensively, at least leading up to the years where they made it to the finals with him, Chris Paul, and Aiden and everything. After that, it really just sort of went awry. And his game hasn't been consistent since then in me. And I don't really know what's been going on with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's a lot of injury because, he's had multiple injuries, bag, knees, stuff of that nature. Not like, ACL tear necessarily, but just a lot of lingering injuries. And I'm not really sure what's with it. I can't really place it.
45% from the field as basically a mid-range shooter. That's not bad, bro. But he's had seasons where he's almost had 50% from the field for the season. So I mean, that's the difference. But
we're going off right now though, not his prime.
But right now, 45% from the field.
When Chris Paul was assisting him to get easy,
beautiful.
Donovan Mitchell shoots almost the same percentage 3 as Wemby as well, which makes it interesting. With
I'm taking Wemby.
I think Donovan's more interesting than Devin Booker, but that's because Donovan, I'm so used to him actually just being pure offense rather than anything else.
So far, I don't think he's better off. I don't think Booker's better offensively.
Like I don't think Booker's better. I think Mitchell Mitchell at best is a
the same
debate.
range to me.
Yeah, Mitchell's the best debate. I don't necessarily have a clear one over there. I think Mitchell's more of a just a debate, but outright better, nah.
Jason Tatum, I don't even. Is it current Jason Tatum? Because I don't
current Tatum, nah. Because I mean, of course, I would current Tatum. No, I hope he's not saying current Tatum because that would be insane.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna ever get that again, friend.
No, I said current Tatum. I hope he's not saying that, but pre-injury, yeah. But current, oh Lord,
Cade Cunningham.
No.
I like what Cade do, but offensively overall, Halliburton.
No.
I don't even know how Halliburton gonna be.
How the heck do you have Hallie on that list?
We don't talk about it. Listen, we named 5 people that was better that I think automatic, and then the other 5 you put was
like, unless you want to say, like, if you want to add in, floor general, passing ability, decision. Outside of that, Hallie is just outside of those things that are great in like his facilitation game. Past that, his pure offense, Hallie is not that kind of player. Like his best offensive run was his finals was like the run to the finals, like that playoff run. That was Hallie's best offensive showing in his career. But like other than that, Hallie just never really been an offensive minded guy. He's always been a team first, floor general type of player. That's always been his thing. So that boggles me that Hallie is even on this kind of list. That is wild.
Well, I'll tell you,
Nick goes off straight stats, and the one problem I have with him going off straight stats is that he doesn't look at. I don't feel like he like actually watches the game, because when Wemby cuts to that basket, it takes like 2 or 3 people to go with him to prevent him from just dunking everybody.
Yeah, just dunking it out right.
So that's a lot of focus on you. So the players that better him would have to have a lot of focus on them, which will be the top 5 players, because you ain't gonna
like outside of like teams that got like dominant. Like outside of teams that have like really big dominant or assertive type big men that can just challenge women by himself, which is just not many teams in the league. Yeah, he's gonna draw double teams automatically when he's just going towards the basket. Outside of
the top 5 players, none of them other players he mentioned got that kind of impact on offense.
That's weird. The Hallie one threw me. I'm sorry. The Hallie one.
Let me throw this out here. Now, if Nick Wright wanted to have this conversation in freaking September, I'm down for it, because at this point that's a pre-thing. But to say right now, currently, and have these players on here, Curry's not played a lot of this year, Hallie's not playing. I mean, with that being said, bro, no, this they shouldn't even have this conversation on a random freaking Wednesday. Like, what?
He was trying to prove his point about now. He trying to put Luka the best player in the league right now.
Oh, that he's pushing that narrative. That's fine.
Yeah, so everybody, the argument is Wemby's the best player in the league right now. Because
I think he's the MVP
defense too. Because even if Luka averages 6 more points to him, Luka gives up 20 more points.
Yeah, I mean, most valuable player means like you on both sides of the ball. Like,
because the argument is starting up for Wemby now to be him, because Stephen A. Smith has switched his thoughts.
That, like, along with so many other MVP people, are possibly going to be out of if they miss like another game or 2.
Oh yeah, the next couple of weeks actually about to.
I think Cade is out of it.
Might get taken out of it.
It's down to Wemby, SGA, and Luka, I think, and Jokic. But Jokic only got one more game he can miss.
Yeah, Jokic only got one more game. So
if Jokic miss one more game, he's out. So
yeah, Jokic only got one more game. It's so tough.
I think Wemby has 4.
Cade's gonna miss 2, right?
Cade done.
Cade gonna miss. Cade don't have a designation as to when he even gonna come back. So you pretty much say he probably out of it.
He's not even getting evaluated till it's over.
2 weeks.
So I think he got 2 more games, and he ain't getting evaluated till the end of next week.
Yeah, I think
he got a while to go.
In these 2 games to get it back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really coming down to if Jokic doesn't miss a game, it's gonna come down to him. Luka.
I think it'll come down to if Jokic don't miss one. Jokic, the same people. Jokic, SGA, Wemby. I think Luka will get some votes as well, but I'm not sure he gonna get enough just off of pure offense to get it.
So I think it'll come out at the end of the season. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I want to. That's why I wanted to make sure to mention him out of respect, because like he's making a heck of a run right now. But I don't
40 before last night.
I don't think he gonna get enough of a nod ahead of SGA and Wemby specifically. Just like it's gonna be too many things going against them versus those two. Because they're gonna put his defense against them. They're gonna put that the other two teams have higher seedings than him. I just don't think he's gonna be able to get the nod above those two. Is my issue. But like, he's making a heck of a run now. I wanted to make sure to mention him. But it's just
I think his last 9 games for last night, I think he was averaging what 40, 11, and 9.
He was averaging like 40. Like it was something like
40, 11, and 9 is crazy. I don't care who you is.
And let's not forget that the assists are up there in games where he's scoring more than 40. I mean,
40, 11, and 9.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, that's.
I think he put up 50. He had a 50-point triple-double the other day. That's crazy.
I mean, that's almost Joker averages, right?
I mean, if I had to still guess, I still think he'll go there. I still think SGA is like
Joker do the whole season. That motherfucker up here the whole season.
I mean, like Joker's complete season stats are almost triple doubles, basically.
Yeah, I think I'll still give it to him. I think SGA still gets it if I had to pick one.
Jokic averages a triple-double right now.
Dude, does the media?
Jokic always averages a triple-double. He always averages a triple-double. That's what I'm saying. Like, he always does. And I say all like the last 5 years, Jokic has pretty much always averaged a triple-double.
Yeah, he averaging 28, 13, and 11.
Right. He has done this the last at least 4 or 5 years. That's why 3 of the last 4 years, he's won MVP because he averages triple-doubles.
Last season, he averaged a triple-double. The season before, he was 1 off in assists, and he was 1 off the season before. And then he didn't do the other 2 seasons.
But let me see.
And then the other thing that I want to include is let's talk about fatigue for a second. If you're a voter if the NBA players actually have a vote and the reporters, they might actually turn against SGA because of the free throw situation. They might have SGA free throw fatigue this year. Just like
I think he's not interesting to people.
I mean, but I'm just saying.
Listen to the debates we have, bro. You watch First Take of First Things First. They offering Luka, Wemby, Jokic as a third option, and then they be like, "Oh yeah, SGA in the conversation every time." SGA is a contender already. It ain't like it's a conversation. They ain't like nothing. He's like, yeah, he gonna be right there in the end. We might vote for him. We might, but Wemby and Luka, and I'm like.
When we were doing our preseason show, we even forgot about OKC. Until I think Monray brought him up and like, hey, what about OKC? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about OKC, and they just won the championship.
Oh yeah, because I said that until they lose, I don't see how they the clear favorite to me. I was like, I don't really see a way out of it.
Interesting. It's like they're like the best team that's not interesting.
Yeah, they're just not. The best way I say they're not like flashy or dramatic. They're just except for when people want to refer to SGA as like the foul merchant. Other than that, they're not flashy. They're not dramatic. They're not, always in the media or news for negative reasons. They're just like, hey, we're here, we win. That pretty much is them. The Spurs, to be fair, would be the same way if they didn't have a 7'6" monster over there. They would be the same way in the same exact fashion. And just, and
don't speak, but Sale don't really speak.
They, as a matter of fact, when they had Tim Duncan and the rest of them, they were that way. They never said much. They weren't in the media.
Pop had all them just quiet. Like the old Spurs too. These niggas do not talk.
Yeah, they don't talk like this.
But Castle got some highlights for your ass, though.
Oh yeah, he will.
They gonna have highlights. That's like the old Spurs. Pop had all of them quiet. Like they're not all of them like in the bad. They never said that. They weren't in the media for any negative reason. They didn't do anything bad. They were not a part of any major issues or problems. They came out. They won. They went home. They were like,
they have no storylines.
It's not finna be flashy. It's not finna be crazy. We finna come up here with fundamentals and brilliant, beautiful passes, and our stars are finna average like 23, and we're finna go home. Like that's pretty much what they've done, and they're just not finna be bothered with it. And the Spurs now, even though Wemby is playing great, still generally do that same thing. Even Wemby right now, I got the stats when I'm looking at the MVP stuff. Wemby right now averages 24.3 points, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. Like they still do that same system. That's Wemby. That's Wemby's numbers right now. They still do
29 minutes though.
You know what? Hey, you know who stats that remind you? You know who won MVP with them same exact stats? Monray.
Tim Duncan. I know exactly how it happened. It's the same thing. That was the same formula. Shout out to the Spurs, the wonderful organization, and Popovich and everybody that do things. But that's their formula. They're not gonna be flashy. They're not gonna be crazy. We'll come here. We're gonna win. We're gonna do solid work. We're gonna stay out the media. We're not gonna do none of this crap. They've done it for like dang near 30 years at this point. Like this is what they do.
My last take on the Spurs is this: what hurts Wemby's MVP is that they were able to continue to win when he was out. Just like Denver got the same thing. Just like Denver had the same situation when Joker went out, they were still competing for 3rd, 4th, 5th place.
This is the thing that I think gives SGA more of an edge. Cause I think he's still the front running favorite. The thing that still gives him the edge is the fact that Jalen, I gotta remember the right name, that his number 2, Jalen Williams, has not really played that well this season. And he's also been injured this season. So SGA has really been the main guy, with Chet there and stuff, but he's been the main guy the whole season. They still number 1 seed.
Lakers are 6-6 without Luka, but without Luka and LeBron. But most of that without LeBron too, so it kind of get weirder when you do Luka and I think one game was without AR, LeBron, or Luka. So that's 6.
Yeah, they done took a game or 2 off all 3 of them.
I'm saying that's 66. With LeBron and AR, I think they AR and LeBron. Let's see what AR and LeBron playing, what their record is.
Right, I think right now SGA is probably still the front runner. I'd say to me it's just hard for Luka to have a definitive case above the other two. When they start nitpicking, they're like, the other two got better records, they play better defense, their team, like you are valued on your team, but it's like you're valued on half of it. It's gonna start to get and then it's gonna start to get a little weird. It's gonna start to get a little weird when they nitpick that I don't think he gonna have enough to get over it without at least, and this is why I said without at least getting the number 2 seed. Like if he can't overtake one of them, I don't think he can get MVP. I just don't think he's gonna be able to overtake both.
Number 2, the Spurs trying to catch.
I know they closer to OKC trying to catch them within 3 games. I get that. I'm just saying, like, I don't think he has a way to take MVP from the other two if he's not at least close to him.
Monray, they not getting at number 2.
No, I'm saying like, I don't think he has
11 games and they down 8 games. They 8 games.
No, I'm just saying like MVP wise. I'm just saying I don't think he has a way to overtake MVP away from the other two. I just don't think he has a way to do it.
The Lakers are 8 games back of the Spurs with only like 11 games left, so I don't think that's.
And then mind you, they still could fall. Like not wishing anything bad on, but like they still could fall because they're so close to the next 4 spots that it's still close. It's hard for me to see a way for him to get MVP. And like even with the Nuggets, like even Jokic averaging a triple double, he'll be the next front runner, but it's a little harder because they've fallen, so many spots. Like I'm trying to see a way that like can somebody get MVP away from SGA and not wishing it on them. Just if they end up with the number 1 seed, I think SGA takes the second one just because Jalen Williams not being there 100%. Not playing the best game all year, and he's had to carry the load on his shoulders. And they've still been the number 1 seed, with the exception of when the Spurs beat them 3 times. They've been the number 1 seed over every other team in the league. It's hard for anybody outside of maybe the Spurs themselves to be like, the man ain't MVP. It's hard. And it's hard. That's hard. Like Jokic would have to push the Nuggets to like at least the 4 or 5 seed for me to buy it for him get again. Like they even going with MVP fatigue on him because he had 3 of them. And so he'll be a tough one. SG, and that's if he qualifies because he's only a game out from not being able to qualify anymore.
When Jalen Williams played without SGA, they're 4-0. They're 8-4. They're 4-4 without both, and 8-4 overall. So they still win without SGA. But to be fair, most of the team win without their star player lately.
To me, I think it's more just because we know Jalen Williams has not been there because he's been injured and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be like, well, he has more of a claim. Like, no, but like my number 2 hasn't been here at least a portion of the season, and we've still been able to do it. I say it's hard.
Game winning streak right now. Damn, why don't they lose?
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm just like, bro, they do the same thing. And to be fair, shout out to the Thunder because they do the same thing. They come, they win, they don't do stuff. They just like, hey, we're not finna be in the media. We're not gonna do all this extra. We come, we win, we finna go home. Like, they do the same thing.
Spurs done won 6 straight, which is tied for the second most straight wins.
This is some disgusting teams, bro.
The Whistles on a 16-game losing streak.
Or they are, and not playing anything negative.
Hilarious.
They are, and the Pacers are on the run for. I'm assuming the number one selection or the best odds to get the number one out of the draft and stuff. Because I know they both on some really rough.
Not help.
They on some pretty rough streaks. But the Pacers, I think, have won at least a couple of games. The Wizards, dear God, like Trae Young playing, it's still bad.
Got the same record basically.
Yeah, because I remember seeing something like that.
The same record.
I'm like, bro, there's the Wizards. Trae Young playing, they still looking bad. I'm like, my gosh, but no wonder Anthony Davis didn't come back. Like, I ain't gonna get no scrub time in, no point. Whew.
But by the way, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. By the way, go on the channel. We talking about NBA players, hating on NBA players. This is good for the game and why I think it's hurting the game overall. Not fans, not media, specifically players. So go check that out on the channel right now. Go check out Do You Hear Me with Uniqo Williams. Yeah, I want to see where you there you go. And go Saturday. We are back on Make It Make Sense the podcast. Go check that out. Saturday. We had a week off for spring break out of that. And like I said, don't like and subscribe. But I got one more topic and then we get out of there. Ryan Clark said this. If someone shows you love, has you on their show twice a week, at least you don't bring his known enemy on your show and allow your guests to talk about that person. That's not G at all. Loyalty is at a minimum these days. Referring to, for y'all don't know, Cam Newton, who allowed Jason Whitlock to come on his show and speak ill of Stephen A. Smith as they beef with, as Stephen A. said, very little pushback on anything he says. So I want to know y'all thoughts on this idea of loyalty in sports, that or keeping it G. Loyalty is a minimum these days, or is it all about content? And Stephen A. should expect it in the content world. Before I ask you, I do want to say this though. I know a lot of people say Stephen A. Smith kind of is the COO word, and I will defend this one from him. I don't see it. He's a kiss ass. But I don't see that because he puts on way too many black people on it's so many people it's people that don't deserve to be on First Take because they are boring and not entertaining or skilled at all. That's on First Take right now. I promise you this dude shouldn't be on First Take. But he's on there. Stephen A. put him on. You can't call that brother that word when you do that. But he is a kiss ass. I will say that. But how did we feel about the Ryan Clark calling out Cam Newton situation?
Can you like share that? I mean, I didn't get to watch what Ryan Clark said. I was doing a lot when Gerald dropped that link. Or
I thought he mostly just put up the status, right?
Yeah, he just had a quote.
It was just the status. Okay, I thought it was a video. I'm sorry.
He said someone shows you love, has you on their show twice a week. At least you don't bring his known enemy on your show and allow your guests to talk about that person. That's not G at all. Loyalty is at a minimum these days.
Nah, I think Cam just wasn't, and I think he learned from this. I think if he ever had a Stephen A, let's just say he has Whitlock back on, because I think Whitlock he'll know that Cam is better prepared for this type of thing. Because even Stephen A said at the end of his roasting that he gave of Jason Whitlock, he even said, and Cam, next time one of my opponents or something come on your show, press them and say, why do you think that? Why don't you know? Yeah. Says Cam Newton, next time, my brother, because you know I love you. You gonna interview somebody and bring me up. Don't just sit there and let them talk shit. Ask questions, let them prove it. I'm a fraud. How? What facts do you have? That's journalism school, and that's years of being in the fire, just like Stephen A. Smith has been in the past, working for Philadelphia and being in New York media and all that type of stuff. He's had to ask those pressing questions and stuff like that. So I think it's a learning experience for Cam in these situations, but also, that's how it should have went. Cam should have pressed him and said, how you know that? And like, I think that would have actually been a really good time for Cam to really prove I'm not just this new media guy, but like that would have helped his personality and sell people on his personality that he can really be in this media stuff. Because I believe with his personality and his competitive fire, if he was in the right mindset to ask those type of questions, they really would have got some clicks.
And I'm gonna say this:
say that you don't like basketball. I mean, I can't let nobody say that about my partner like that.
By the way, I think Stephen A. I disagree with Ryan Clark in this way. I think Stephen A. gets the content game, just like I'll get the content game. Listen, if it gets y'all views, you can put my biggest hater, but just don't let them slander me without no pushback. I'm a fraud. I'm gay, and I don't like basketball. You don't just slide with it.
My jaw dropped when Whitlock said that. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I'm like, Cam, you ain't gonna say nothing back. You just gonna sit there. That's your boy, right? but like I said, Stephen A. get it. That's why he even made that comment. Like, hey, next time you have somebody like that on my show and you ask about me to get views, I get the game. I want you to eat.
Yeah. I mean, that's
gonna
where
be a big
Stephen
interview for you because he's gonna hate on me and it's gonna bring my name up, but to get your show views, I don't mind it because I understand the content game. But at least push back on the brother. Don't let him just get shit off on me like it's true. And then everybody questioning is like, Cam just let that off. It must be true because he know him. What about your thoughts, Monray?
All right. So I'm be real. I think the complete opposite. You asked the question earlier, okay, is it more like, okay, you let them on there, or is it more for clicks and views? I think it was purely for the clicks and views. Just on the outside, no, on the outside, it looked more like Cam cared more about the clicks and views than he did his homeboy. Like, we were talking about what Ryan Clark said, talking about loyalty. They might not necessarily be loyalty because you signed on the show, but I'm like, hey, yo, Cam, we can't act like First Take is not way more popular than your podcast. And like being on First Take is a great opportunity that was put forth on you, thanks in probably a good part to Stephen A. Smith and stuff. Mm-hmm. So to it ain't like everybody don't know Jason Whitlock don't like Stephen A. Smith. We all know it. It's obvious. It's something that they've had beef for a while now. So it ain't like he didn't know that, hey, if I bring up this man's name right now, this man gonna go on the tangent for some clicks and views. It ain't like he don't know. We gonna like Cam, yeah, his podcast, is it on the newer-ish side? Sure. Cam ain't no fool. Cam, this is the same Cam that also had to know what to say in front of the media as a national NFL football quarterback. Every week, every game, for years. You knew how the media game go. You knew what to say, what not to say, what all those rules and everything. Then progressed it on to having your own podcast and being on TV. Cool. I understand that. Ain't no way you're going to sit here and be like, okay, if I know I bring up Stephen A. Smith thing, this man going to go on the tangent. And not to mention it, they wasn't talking about sports after a certain point. Talked about Stephen A. personal preferences, talking about he was gay and this other kind of stuff. They go way past sports talk. That's just personal slander. And it's like, my boy, you seem like you care, because he didn't push back. He just let the man rant. So like, dang, man, you care more about getting those clicks and views than your boy? Just period. Because anybody know if he just talking about some bad, Stephen A. don't know nothing about these basketball tastes. He be talking about the Cowboys and all that kind of stuff. Fine. If it's on sports, yeah, you can let him rant. Once you get to personal attacks, that's something different. So now, if I'm Stephen A., I can say that, on my show or whatever to make it more neutral, to soften the blow. Behind that, I'm going to look at you sideways. I'm like, so you bought my biggest ops on and let him actively call me gay in front of the world? You ain't say nothing? Nothing? Like, yeah, he made it all fun and happy. Like, yeah, man, just don't say him. The next time, it's like, bro, why you even let that go down like that? That's your show. The second you been like, hey, man, that man gay and everything. Hey, I ain't bring you on for that kind of heat. Let's just keep it simple. No, you can let him run. So now, if I'm Stephen A., I'm like, okay, I see now. Possibly you care more about likes and views than any kind of loyalty, friendship, respect of brother or anything. You just care about getting them clicks and getting them views. And I'm like, if that's what you about, cool. I'll respect if that's what you about, but you ain't finna be on my show or finna be in my presence if that's the kind of energy you want. You ain't finna have me looking like we was talking about calling Stephen A. Certain man. You ain't finna have me looking like Boo Boo the Fool. I'm finna be sitting next to you on First Take, kiki, ha ha, all this kind of stuff. Knowing you let my biggest ops talk trash on me in my life in front of you on your show, and you ain't edit none out. You didn't cut none of it out. You didn't. Hey, I ain't finna air this or nothing. Nah, you just let it rock. Nah, bro, you ain't finna sit in my face and smile in my face. Hey, yeah, we cool, right? No. That like I can go back to high school and middle school. Hey, Poli, you supposed to be my friend, right? Why you let my op sit there and talk shit about me in front of the rest of the gang for and you ain't say nothing? Ain't you supposed to be my boy? Ain't we supposed to be cool? Oh, so that what you about? You about looking popular in front of the crew rather than being homies to your boy, and I done held you down. I bought you on First Take, the biggest sports show in the world. I bought you on this show. And that's and you gonna let him say that about me when Buddy over there can't even get a guest spot on Speakeasy. He can't even get a guest spot on Speakeasy. I thought you on First
Stephen A. Smith every week, but he defended Stephen A. Smith against Jason. Listen, Jason Whitlock, what do you do to what no black person defend yourself for? What's his name? Marcus Watt.
It's like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm like, bro, Buddy can't get a guest spot on Speakeasy. I brought you on First Take. You gonna let him disrespect me to my just out in the world, and you just gonna sit there and let it rock? All right, that's cool. I'm glad to hear your side of it. We're gonna go on to what RG3 said about the Redskins. No, motherfucker, what you mean? So
I think you're going too far, Monray. I don't think
the man sat there. We know who Jason Whitlock is, bro. Jason Whitlock sat there, talked about everything of that man's name, his sexuality, his talkage, all that kind of stuff. And it ain't like the man ain't said it before. He got beefing with Stephen A. for dang near years now. You let that man sit dead in front of you on your show in front of the world and talk cash money shit. Ain't said a word. All right, bet. That's all I got to hear. Because you want to know what? That cool. You can do that. Just know you might be on First Take a little bit less now. Because if I see you care more about the clicks and the views, I got at least a little bit more integrity than that. God dang. I mean, I'm pretty sure he ain't finna bring, not right, trying to, he ain't finna bring Dan Orlovsky on there. No, or like, he ain't finna bring Aaron Rodgers on there to talk about Dan Orlovsky and Dan Orlovsky supposed to be, no. He ain't even sit there and just cause that level of drama. God dang.
But like I said, Cam has responded on his show. We're not gonna show the video, but Cam Newton explains why he gave Jason Whitlock a platform on his 4th and 1 podcast. To my point, why did I let Jason Whitlock have strong opinions about Stephen A. Smith on my show? This is his point. It happened to Carmelo when Stephen A. Smith went and talked about LeBron. LeBron and Melo, known as
Good point.
The Boat Brothers. You cannot allow people to come on your platform and you control how they go. You only can allow them to speak their truth how they know their truth. He learned that from Shannon Sharp, but again, I don't know if Shannon Sharp would let you do his friend that much compared to just
man.
Random stranger.
I got one word. Bullshit. It is your show. You dictate what goes on your show. I don't want to hear it.
Normal stuff I agree with, but when he started doing like, he gay now and all that stuff, I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
no, we gotta push back.
You shut it. Matter of fact,
we gotta push back on this. Now we can't do this.
This thing, thank you. Like this is what I'm saying right now. Talking about you can't. Well, like, you can't control what they do. The fuck you can't. If me and Uniqo get to talking, and if I start talking straight slander to Uniqo, like the Uniqo, you ain't blah 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 blah. I talk straight slander. Can I get muted immediately? Can I get kicked out the show? Yes. Can I get shut the frick down? Yeah. Even if we were sitting there in person, couldn't you walk up and be like, "Hey, yo, cut the camera off, but we're not gonna do this today." What you mean you can't control what they say? Man, I'm starting not to like Cam. I'm starting because that's some bullshit. That is some straight bullshit. That's you sitting there and basically trying to, to control the narrative and basically you sitting there trying to, to calm the masses because they called you out on some bullshit. Like what the freak you mean you can't control what your guests say? They your guests.
No, he's saying the same thing Shannon Sharp says, except for none of these people are Shannon Sharp's best friend.
The freak you mean? And Shannon Sharp was lying.
Shannon Sharp has not said a word about it. He hasn't even let nobody diss Ray Lewis. Nothing.
You can't control what they say. What the freak you mean you can't control it? It's your show. If I don't want you on my show, yes, the word, you ain't gonna say nothing because I'm gonna kick you off. Yes, man. See, I'm starting not to like him. That's some bullshit.
But when he say you only average 1 point a game in college, you can't hoop. Nah, you can let that slide. Nobody cares. He ain't a pro player anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean that's just some okay, fine. You want to say that whatever. So when you come about and you gay in it, oh, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
I kind of do agree.
That like I'm sorry. Like I said, once you cross certain boundaries and you just let that rock, and then all of a sudden, all right, cool. So we finna be on First Take talking about this MVP race on Tuesday, right? oh yeah, we will be. I don't know about you though, but we will be. I might have you on, about 2 weeks from Friday. When the playoffs start, you can tell who your playoff pick is. We might get you on. We might squeeze you in by then. But
man, not I got a silent suspension. Monray, you taking this too far, man. Damn, man. It's not that deep. It's a learning moment, man. Let it go.
It's a learning moment. It's a learning moment that lets me know that if push come to shove, you care more about clicks and views than my freaking respect. So why I gotta respect you?
He didn't know that. He what if he just didn't
know? Right there. What do you mean he didn't know?
No, I'm saying from a media standpoint, you know that they both work for Mickey Mouse. Cam don't work for Mickey. He was just on 106 in sports on BET. He don't.
That should got canceled. Man.
I think it takes some stuff. You see that got canceled, but ESPN is a different animal. He might actually be trying to just watch himself like, man, I can't go. I just think it was just.
My problem with it is not live. If it was live and he got shocked by him saying, I could get it. But that wasn't a live.
It was pre-recorded. I get that.
I'm like, you let the standards cut out,
bro. I'm not hearing it. You let that rock.
I don't see that being the intention. That's all I'm saying. I don't see that.
Right, like if it's live, like I can even hear you out, Uniqo, like being fair. I can hear you out a little bit if it's straight live. Hey, it's live. He just got it off, and I ain't realized he was gonna say that. Motherfucker, you had a chance to go back in the editing room. See what he said again. Hey, yo, let that rock go ahead and post that out. The freak you really cared more about them likes and views that much, Cam? You cared that much
on the internet. That's what he do, Monray.
You gonna bury that? Would you bury that?
Gonna viral, Monray?
Would you? What
he not said about Stephen A. Smith off his show? He ain't never said he was gay before. He done said all the other. He ain't never said.
That like, bro, you let that rock.
Did he put the clip out too? Didn't he?
You gonna let that? Yeah. You gonna let that rock for these clicks and views, bro? You care that much?
You put the clip out. If you put that clip out, Joe, we can't defend it.
Like,
let's see though. I don't know if he put the clip out.
But I'm saying you don't bury that interview though. You don't do that. Because what else is Jason Whitlock there for? He ain't talking about shit other than
he's there to start mess and drama, which means if you bring him on your show and bring up one of his main ops, it's solely for drama.
And it was Cam's question. I will give you that too, because Whitlock didn't bring him up. So I'll give you that too. But I just don't think that's where Cam's heart is at. Like, ooh, nigga, we about to get it in off of these clicks.
He released it. He released
a little segment of it after Stephen A. responded, so he could have all of it. But let's see this little. We're gonna want to watch a little portion because 4th and 1. Shout out to them. We don't want to, y'all go watch it on his content. But the first part what got me though. Even the very first part kind of Cam.
I saw the Cam Newton interview.
In 4th grade, got held back because they thought he was retarded.
Okay.
Listen,
like you're not gonna sit here and tell me that but you cared about the likes and views more than me. I'm not bro.
Joe, I'm following Mark. Joe, that was the lead in to his show today. That first clip, he got held back in the 4th grade because they thought he was. Listen, I'm your boy. You can't use me like that much now. Damn.
I would have definitely asked him.
I didn't even know he said that. I gotta watch this interview. I watched clips. I didn't know he said that.
I got you 2 weeks from Friday when we talk about the playoff race and who we picking as the dark horse people. I got you in for that segment, bro. 2 weeks from Friday.
As a journalist, I would have asked him, how do you know that he was held back in 4th grade? And also, how you know that it was for that reason? And then the guy would go, I'm with you. He was supposed to press.
He didn't know.
Okay.
He didn't know.
He was supposed to press. But they said Whitlock calling secretaries, and Whitlock is doing investigations. Them people could be mad at Stephen A. and just be lying on him too. So we just,
Oh, so he got it from his book and where he said he had dyslexia, even though it's undiagnosed. Which I don't know, Stephen A.
Boy, don't let Kenyon Martin don't let Whitlock say nothing about people stuttering. Boy, Kenyon Martin be over there real quick.
He'll go in the hide. He won't even be on camera no more. Kenyon Martin will find it. Kenyon Martin look crazy. Listen, you gotta think about this though. He already don't like Whitlock. He kind of liked the old boy, so he just embarrassed him. He don't like Whitlock at all. He might go find him in Nashville.
Where your fat ass at? Where your fat ass at?
I'm out in the streets. Get your fat ass.
I'm surprised nobody really jumped on Stephen A. about the fat shaming part. I guess we're out of that part of society.
Listen, Joe, I'm not gonna lie, Joe. I don't think you realize how disliked that man is.
I know. See, and then they let Whitlock go in there and talk about. He asked him this question: why don't you like black people? I mean, I want to ask him that all the time. I want to ask Whitlock. I mean, but then
hey, yo, Zell. I'm just saying, you can go to 4th and 1 with Cam Newton and look at his shorts. That third short where he confronted Jason Whitlock. Not only are the views way higher than all the other shorts he got out, but that mug he also got some Stephen A. slander in that short too. But I'm just saying.
Some of this, he said, I gotta watch this.
I'm just saying though.
I mean,
we supposed to be cool. And you okay, cool.
No, I like how he posed it though. He like Cam Newton confronts Jason Whitlock, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna defend this boy.
I'm just saying, no.
He can't him at all.
I'm just saying, hey, let me see.
So you gotta admit, you can't title your show, I'm gonna confront him about what he said about my boy, and then don't confront him at all.
But you got the held back and retarded part on Stephen A. Smith in that same short, and then you skip by it and be like, they don't like what I represent, man, bruh. You think I'm doing too much? I don't think I'm doing enough. Be real with you, but I'm gonna be real with you.
That is weird though. Like, yo, you
care about these clicks?
Okay,
you didn't just save it for the show. Watch it for the show.
Here's my form of protest. Then I'll meet y'all in the middle. I will not support the YouTube actual videos that come out on this 4th and 1 episode, and I will only give Twitter and that boy Ahmed an awful announcing. I will only click on those clips that they give us of the full segments. I will not watch that whole episode the way I was intending to do. And one last thing. I
don't know.
I got a problem with Marcellus Wiley too, because I think he rocked with Whitlock.
He do.
I don't like it.
I like it the same.
He should know better.
If you don't see Cam on there no more than once or twice over the next couple weeks,
that's not happening. Know why? Monray, stop, man.
Man, I'm not finna. I done told you, I'm not finna sit there. You gonna let my ops disrespect me in front of the crew? Edit it, re-release it to the world, and then be like, "Hey, yo, so I'm still, we still,
no, you gotta remember though. Yeah, Marcellus went to a St. Monica Catholic high school. You think he's all money brothers and got brother code?
Yeah, he went Ivy League, but he's always talking about he from Compton, though.
Matter of fact, I go even further. Why you got Jason Whitlock on your show to begin with?
For view?
That's the point of having him on there. It was.
Nobody care what he thinks about sports. Who care what Jason Whitlock thinks?
So that means you got him on there for clicks and views. But then you got to me.
Why do you hate Deion?
For clicks and views? And
then you let him Stephen A. Smith at the beginning of the interview because nobody cared what he got to say.
And you gonna let me on that? You gonna let me be the sub? Oh, okay, I got you. I got you, fam. I got you.
He did a good interview. It just when it got there, it went left. But he did ask the real questions. Like, we do want to know why you got a problem with Deion. We don't understand.
Hey, yo, ESPN. I got a nice hot segment that we're gonna do. We're gonna rank the top 10 quarterbacks without a Super Bowl ring this coming Wednesday. We finna do that ranking straight up on the show. I got a nice few people finna go.
It's not that deep, man, Monray, damn it.
Ain't it for clicks and views though? Ain't that the game, Zell? You know, clicks and views, right? You know, we finna get some good clicks off that. Hey, Cam, you wanna be on that show?
That's ugly.
Ain't okay, but inviting Jason Whitlock, my op, and then bringing up my name, that ain't ugly. Not going to you, Uniqo. I'm just saying, like, that ain't ugly. So I'm just saying.
I ain't with that. Cam Hart wasn't right there. Don't do that. I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
I could get petty, but I wasn't going that far. I'm just like, hey, yo, you might get spaced out on some first take episodes for the next few weeks. I'm just gonna tell you now.
We'll see. Boy, you said
Hey, who's them folks on Pick a Side? You know, shout out to Pick a Side. Hey, we might get a couple of them young brothers up here, get some sport takes going. Get some of these young blood out here, you know, some of these older cats. You know, we gotta get some of the future up in here. You know, let's get some of them cats up in here, man. Yeah. Hey, let's go get Kevin Durant. Let's go get Kevin Durant up in here one time, man. You know, let's go ahead and get him.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying, bro. They don't want to do that, bro. I'm just saying, he ain't gonna sit here
and turned on Heisman winner Cam Newton. This nigga.
You ain't finna sit here and disrespect me on your show and expect you to bring you on the mind? Oh, okay.
Uniqo, I gotta quit. Is this getting cut out and being on? Do you hear me?
Yes.
So you know where to find them. Go check them out.
Yes, make sure that y'all. Hey man, listen. Saturdays, y'all know what time it is. It is. I'm gonna make it make sense with the homies. And then, but yeah, do you hear me? We are back in full effect. It's not just on Thursdays. It's basically whenever I got the news, we're gonna pop that thing out there. That's what we're doing. I still got the movie reviews for you, so keep on watching out for that. I saved a lot of people money on the spring break because don't go see Pow Pow Fish with all them kids. Wait till it come out on streaming so they can sit in that living room and sit down somewhere, and you ain't gotta pay $5 for a box of chocolate. So. With that being said, yeah, man, we moving and we growing. Uniqo Williams on YouTube, UNIQO Williams.
And of course, we got the Monray Hudson.
The Monray.
Consummate. Boy, Monray Hudson Make It Make Sense the podcast on Saturdays. Took a little spring break vacation off. But of course, we back. We'll be talking about everything that's, you know, up to date or new or trendy, everything. Of course, shout out to the Spider-Man trailer, you know, the most watched trailer on YouTube in history now. So, of course, we'll have to talk about that, the predictions, and whatever else may happen over the course of this week. Gonna be fun. Appreciate you, of course.
And of course, y'all know right here, go to Keep It 99. If you're on the Overall 99 Sports Channel, go over to Keep It 99. Like I said, we have the content right there. We're talking about narratives. Also got some inspirational shorts for you and a bunch of other content coming soon. I got a video coming out tomorrow about a fake stream that ended horribly because it wasn't a real stream, and what he did during the stream was grotesque, and he's going to jail for it for life in Northern Ireland. So go check out that video coming out tomorrow. Today we got the videos, we got some shorts and everything. So I do appreciate y'all. We do talk about do we have Black African American culture? And we have a lot of culture. So I'll learn you up a little bit. Long form video will come out later, which I discuss, and we probably go into a video essay, which I have not done since 2017, and it takes a very long time to do. And I hate doing it, but we'll do it. So I don't know when it's coming out, but so be ready for that. So like and subscribe to that notification bell. Sports here every Tuesday. So we got next week. We're talking about Final Four, and we'll come up with something. And then we're gearing up for the draft and the playoffs after that. So looking forward to that. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Yep.
What's the score? What's the game? Who's the player? What's the name? Zelmae spins tails like fireflies in the dark. Monray's verdicts leave a mark.
Closest you're gonna get to perfect, but not quite, not tonight.
Keep it 99. Oh, so close to the line, but you'll never hit the shine. Keep it 99, it's the closest you're gonna get to
100, yeah. Unico's flow cuts like a knife, twisting rhythms full of life. The storyteller whispers truth in the night. Fraud judge rules with a crooked side.
Closest you're gonna get to flawless, but it's raw, it's lawless. Keep it 99.